Here's what I'm thinking about right now. In enterprises, when you build out your infrastructure stack, your platform, you want long-term stability. You want long-term controls over what it costs to run it, the innovation that you can get. You want one platform that you use over years. Rather, you want a standard of a platform. Think about the programming languages you use. You want to have one language that lasts for 5, 10, even longer, because you don't want to have to rewrite these applications. Unlike in the tech world, where new products are introduced all the time by startups and other companies, in a regular business, you're running the same type of business day in and day out, manufacturing, banking, so the applications you have need to remain stable. You have the same business needs, but you don't really have this need to create a whole bunch of groundbreaking new apps because you don't always have a bunch of new businesses. Instead, you're evolving and adding features to the businesses that you have, which means you want stability in your platform layer. Now, in the enterprise space, I think the most stable thing you can do is program in Java, which means programming in Spring. And if you've put in the time to build out a platform as a service, as many people have over the past 10 years, you have an advantage in that you've got a stable platform that just works, like all the Cloud Foundry-based platforms. So instead of spending your time putting new infrastructure in, replacing the old infrastructure that you have, and having to rebuild everything and then finally get to the business, as an enterprise, you want stability. And that allows you to focus on adding features to your business, making it better, rather than always worrying about modernizing your infrastructure and building it out. So when you want to do something new, ask, how can I do this with what I have? How can I add AI to my existing business with the languages, the platforms I have? How can I think about just using what I have? Because if not, what you're going to be asking is, how can I build out new infrastructure? How can I convert over the existing applications I have? How can I work for a couple of years just doing a bunch of work to have what I already have, to have converted all of that, instead of actually just have adding new features, changing how the business runs? Work on using what you have, making sure it's evolving and has new features, and then you can actually start to change how the business runs instead of just changing how your apps run.